All right, hello and welcome to the first event of the 2024 NXL season. I'm Greg, you guys already know that. Before we jump into this, I wanted to give a quick shout out to ProEdgePaintball.com for sponsoring this video. If you use the link down below, it definitely helps me out. And also, any of the Pro Edge stuff you use Watch, Learn, Win, you'll get a percentage off, so that way you can be hooked up with, honestly, just sick stuff. So you guys are really gonna like it. So this is definitely an interesting layout. I am going to call this the snake side and this the Dorito side, just for our purposes here, and then of course the middle. It is asymmetrical, so that just means that it's not actually lined up. I really like that. So we're gonna jump into the snake side, and then in another video we'll go into the middle, another video after that, go into the Dorito side, and we'll have the bounce shot possibilities in there somewhere. So let's just jump right into it. So with this snake side, I actually, at first, I don't know that I was gonna like this particular snake corner, but it looks really strong, actually. It looks like you can do a lot of support shooting into the middle to help, you know, maybe a player moving across, or being able to stop the middle from doing damage, you know, on your Dorito side, being able to sort of protect your snake. Now, if they stay low and tight, I think that the snake player here is going to be able to move across just fine, but it might be enough that it makes them have to crawl and they can't wrap and start shooting inside on someone. So it's something that could be a benefit. You're not going to be able to protect your snake, because if someone goes and runs them down, if they're in this, we'll call this snake 2, you can't stop them until they pass the bunker. So you have to know that. So your snake player, I think that this is gonna be a pretty aggressive layout. That's just my opinion so far. And we'll go and shoot paint this weekend and see. So the other thing that is good with this snake corner, that it looks like at least, is that the wrap here, you actually can do some damage. It looks like you're gonna be able to you know, get some decent shots into the middle here, shooting into the back center, shooting over into this Aztec. So being able to shoot into a couple of these is gonna make it where at least you can kind of turret across. So I think that this is gonna be a pretty solid bunker to get to. Sorry about that cut, by the way. I just put the boys to sleep, so that's why there is a cut there. So I have the monitor over here. These are the things I do for you guys, so I'm still getting it out for you. So moving into, we'll just call this the God, because that's the one going into the snake. I don't know how effective this God is going to be. I don't think that it's going to be something that you get here and do a lot of damage. If they're really far up on the opposite snake side, then you can at least shoot that way, or if they've gotten up into the middle here. But it doesn't really seem like a bunker that you're going to get here and help control or help support. Kind of, to me, is more of an insert to get into the snake here. Now, once you get into the snake, there's some decent shots, even from this snake 1, shooting into this this little tiny brick, into the center brick. These are both in the same line. So this tower and this Dorito are both in the same line here. So that's going to be something that, if there's 2 players there, you can literally shoot the same stream and maybe clip both of them. You know, shoot one first and then get the other one. And then even shooting into that snake corner, because we know that it seems like it's pretty powerful, but I think the name of the game is play tight here. This is definitely a field that there's a lot of shots. I think there's going to be kind of a bloodbath. Getting up into the snake 2 should be pretty easy. So I don't know that you should stop here, just because you're going to get some decent shots. You know, if there is someone in the middle and you wanted to help out and shoot and then crawl up, then sure. I don't think it's going to be difficult to stay tight across here and then crawl up. Maybe I'm wrong at the end, but we'll see. That's why we shoot the paint, right? Getting into the snake 2, you have both of these lanes across here, shooting into the middle as well. So you still have that same shot on both of these bunkers that you have in the snake 1. So it's not like you have to stay here. It might be good if you don't feel pressure going over the top, just to keep crawling up. These smaller bricks aren't super tiny, so they're going to be something that you're able to play easily. Now, unless they're in this Dorito or in the wing in front of you, you should be able to wrap around here and be relatively safe, which means that now you get these other shots here. Honestly, just play like this and this are always hot. I really feel like the snakes look relatively easy to get into. It doesn't look like there's a lot of shots that are going to be stopping them, but once they get in there, they can do a lot of damage. So I think it's going to be a lot of trades through here, people just making sure that you can keep them out of there. And of course, once you get to their bigger wing, it's a huge bunker. So there's even going to be shots over the top, but if you wrap, you have the this Dorito 2. You also have the Aztec here. So just wrapping and just being able to shoot people there. And of course, you get over to their side, that's always going to be the best option. So with this one, this isn't a middle section necessarily. I just wanted to kind of split it over this way. So this will be the last portion that we look at here for our snake side before we jump in for the other video. When you get to this little mini W, I don't know, it doesn't seem terrible. Getting there off the break, you should be able to dive in. There has to be some drop shots that are going to be able to come in to help to eliminate that player back there. But maybe you delay and then dive across using that little nub over the top. You do have some shots going through the middle. So maybe this player is standing a little too tall, you pop the top, and then you have that elimination there. This is here, so this pink line does shoot into here, but if they stay low enough, I think what you're gonna see is people get down on their belly and either are in this Dorito 2 or Dorito 3 and crawl up. I don't know, and I'm gonna have to see this on the field. Of course, if they're here, they can shoot down on you. But I'm wondering if they're not far enough up, if you can just crawl right into here. So it's just one of those things that don't assume that they're gonna stay there. Just because if they dive across and crawl in, you know, they get blocked out and then they wrap and then they can start shooting at you. So that's not a good thing. With this tower, again, the good thing with it being a tower is you can shoot down on those players. So if they do get into your snake 2, again, we're just going to call this the snake, then you're able to shoot down on that player, which means it's going to make their life really difficult. You should be able to also shoot the outside. I didn't put that in here. So you can shoot the outside as well. So if they are trying to fight you, you can kind of roll off a little bit, shoot into here, stop them from moving up, and just make their life really, really difficult. And then of course here, you do have a drop shot going into the snake. And also, if they're trying to filter out into that Dorito 1 and this Dorito 2, you can shoot into there. So this tower seems pretty solid. I like it, because again, you can even shoot this way, and then you have alternates to be able to dive up into the brick, dive into the middle. So you're able to help out a lot. And like I was saying, you can shoot this way, shoot into this, this tower, shooting into this little brick, shooting into this wing. So this one and this one I think are pretty solid just on first looks. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. Also, please make sure that you guys check out the links in the description. There's some discounts, there's some cool stuff there. Yeah, so thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the other video. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.